How's it going, guys, and welcome to another Aloft tutorial where today we're going to be going through and showing you guys how to get one of the more important starter items in the game, and that is wool. What you're going to need to do in order to get wool is you're going to need to follow a couple steps in this process in order for you to successfully harvest this wool. It's not as easy as just finding some of these little sheep or goats or llamas that you can find around the map. First thing you're going to need to do is obviously, yes, you are going to need to find one, but then you're going to need to tame it. And in order to tame these little guys, you're going to need some hay. Now, hay is not that difficult for you to make. You're going to need two different items. You're going to need some small plants, 3 pieces of it to be exact, and a piece of rope. And that will allow you to craft a hay. In fact, with this, it crafts 3 pieces of hay, which will allow you to tame 3 different llamas, goats, what have you, but you will need to feed them every time you go to shear them again. Okay, so let's show you guys. What you'll do is after you've created your hay, I still have some in my inventory, you'll go ahead and feed it. And you can feed it and feed it and feed it. You can hold the button for as long as you want, but really, just click it and you'll end up feeding it. It's not a problem. Okay, once you have fed it, you will have it tamed and it'll give it a little name. This one's named as Eva. Okay, you go ahead and pick it up and you can run around with it. And if you are not on your home island like I am right now, you'll be able to send these guys home. You'll be able to send them back to your home island and there they will live. You'll be able to harvest manure from them that you can see blinking underneath my character right now. But you will also have a pet. You will no longer be traveling around the entire map on your own. There's some value in that if you're playing single player because nobody likes to travel on their own. The other thing you could do is just drop them back on the ground and you can see that there is a Shears icon right underneath Ava's name. This is important. This tells you that this little sheep here is ready to be harvested. Now, you cannot harvest your sheep with an axe. You cannot harvest your sheep with a sword. I mean, you can hit it with a sword if you want to, but that is not how you harvest the wool off of this guy. What you need to do is you need to create a pair of shears. In order to create a pair of shears, you are going to need a few different resources. You are going to need 3 heavy stone and 3 wood in order to craft a pair of shears. It's going to revolve around you researching 2 different items in order to craft it as well. The first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to come in here and you're going to need to put down 1 heavy stone and 3 wood. That is going to allow you to research the carved wood and it's going to give you a piece of carved wood. Then you take that piece of carved wood and you drop it into the crafting bench as well, and then you add 2 more pieces of heavy stone. Hard stone, heavy stone. These will go through and create the pair of shears for you. The heavy stone that is right here that it wants you to go through and harvest up in order to make this is easily found on multiple different islands. Normally it's found inside of caves and such and so forth. It is a dark stone that is very blocky. It's easy to distinguish from regular stone and windstone nodules as well as windstone crystals. Just keep an eye out for a black looking cube-like stone. Go ahead and mine it. It does take a little bit longer for you to mine, just as a heads up. But once that's mined, you can get yourself your pair of shears. Then to your little friendly little guy that you have, you'll equip your pair of shears and you'll just click and hold and you will get your wool. Okay? Then you could take this wool and you can go back over to your standard bench and use it. Click your pieces of wool, 2 of them to be precise, to make 1 wool thread. With this wool thread, you can use that to make the wool fabric and things like that that can then go on to make different items in the game, like your wood square sails and your other crafting benches, including this guy that's right here, the sewing table. But more on those in another video. Why is it so important though for you to focus on wool? In order for you to access the deeper parts of the map, you are going to need more sturdy sails. You can see right here that this is a fragile sail used to propel an island forward, excellent wind intake but low flexibility. It will break in harsh environments and strong winds. But the wool sail, the wool square sail here, focus on that last sentence once again, will break in harsh environments but resistant to strong winds, right? If you guys want to get into the center, the second ring, and I will show you what I'm talking about right now, but if you want to get into the second ring for you to be able to do in-depth exploring, start getting into more advanced parts of the game, things like that, you are going to need more resistant sails and more resistant lifters, things like that. So if you want to get into this center part of the map, that that is what it is going to take. So just keep that in mind when you're going through and making these sales. But guys, that's going to do it for this tutorial. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to leave me a subscription and a comment down below if you guys would like any other tutorials on the game of Aloft. But thank you all so much, and we'll see you in the next one.